Taking some shelter from the rain. A good day for moody black and white photography. Now it's important that we create our own style. We don't go along with the masses. We shouldn't be told what's acceptable, what isn't acceptable. It's really important we develop what we're comfortable with, what we're happy with, what pleases us. Now, I'm referring to my black and white photography. My style of black and white photography is very moody, almost dark. I like the high contrast look of things. So rather than me follow what other people think is acceptable or how we should do black and white photography, I'm going to stick to my own style. I've been seeking inspiration, I've sought inspiration throughout the years with purchases on what different types of books. I'm looking at Daido Moriyami, Michael Kenner, of course, a more cleaner look, and also Hans Strand, who specialises in the cleaner look of black and white photography, more landscape photography. And also recently I've been interested in Ray K. Metzger. Now, he specialised in composites, double exposures, something which I've often frowned upon in the past. However, it's more the high contrast black and white which has more appealed to me. So where am I today? Well, I'm in one of my favourite photography locations at Saltaire. I've got an ongoing project. I'm purely going to focus on black and white photography, my style. I've got the 50mm, turned out to be a bit of a favourite lens of mine today, so different take of things. Definitely a moody day, as I say. There's rain in the air, full blanket of cloud, so there's not going to be any direct light, which is fine. Let's just home in on the moodiness of the day and stick to the style, which is most important.
So obviously that's an hour less.
So what I'm doing here, I want to shoot the cafe, and I've got the. So what I want to do here, I want to shoot the cafe from quite afar, but I've got the geese which frequent these areas quite often, so it's adding to that character. And I'm exposing for the sky, but I'm experimenting. I'm looking at different areas of the image, so I'm focusing on the grass as well, just to get that nice balanced effect and that feel which I want. The composition's very simple, keeping it straight. Try to keep the, I think it's called the Moon Cafe, the building in centre with the geese as the foreground and the lower third. Nothing special, simple. It's what I like to do. Keep things simple. And I know I spoke about Michael Kenner, Hans Strad. Yeah, not quite that style, but a balance of that. I do like the rawness of my photography as well. And what I mean by that is not too clinical, if you know what I mean. It was very timely. Fellas walked past in the blue and white umbrella, but that is excellent for black and white photography. So quickly whipped out the camera and got a few shots. Stuff like this as well. You got the boathouse. That'll be nicely framed up. You look at that. That's great. You got a weaving line. The water reflects off the path. Balanced with the trees here on the right hand side, and of course you've got the pavilion, famous little landmark here in Saltaire. I've shot this a few times. And I'm going to shoot it again because it works. Experimented, exposed for the path and then also exposed for the sky as well. Well, I'll get on and choose what I like the best. That's what it's all about. Choosing your own way. Don't get involved in critical comments, getting the settings correct. We can get too involved in that sort of thing. It's really important that you put your own stamp on things. And photography gives you the license to do that. Create your own style. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right, what I'm going to do now, rather than venture into the village, I'm going to head to the canal side and see what interesting things we can find there. So I talked about a few photographers, some of my favourite photographers, one of which is Japanese photographer Daido Maruyama. Might have pronounced that wrong, but hey, I've got a couple of books. Very gritty take on things. He took a fair number of images back in the 50s, 60s post-war Japan, where it was recovering from the war. Very much how Japan was back then. Very gritty style, as I say, and that high contrast, black and white. Really spontaneous takes on life as well. No great thought in the composition, and that's what I like. I use the GR3, as you know, quite often. Very spontaneous, high contrast of black and white. It's important I don't copy. It's important I have my own style, as it was. So you just need to bear that in mind. I mean, there is an argument there where you could be considered as simply copying another photographer. You can't help but copy that style. There will be some aspects of your images which are very much a certain style of a photographer. But that is not a problem. This is a great image, I think. You see it. See, not only the style, it's also the subject you choose. Ideally, what I want you to do is just get in the centre of my frame. Just some models just don't do what you want them to do. Some are more difficult than others. Okay. It really does help to convey that mood if I expose the sky, but it's just getting that balance, because I want to show the subjects, in this case, there's a couple of chimneys, mill chimneys. I don't want it in a silhouette, so I want to. I'm very conscious of the exposure. I'm just playing around with there, using these overhanging branches, which are a good natural frame like this one. You got the main chimney there. Already I'm thinking, oh yes, a white boat. That'll be good contrast. Got the graffiti behind it. Chimney. That chimney. Probably not going to get the chimney in. So, exposing on the boat itself. See, this is one of those scenes, I think it's just a wipe your lens, where if you involve too much, it will hinder the composition. You've got the bridge, which is obviously a It's more a horizontal line. It doesn't work, so it doesn't balance. So what I want to do, because you've got the curves of the boats, yeah, that's what I want to focus on, and obviously the contrast. And it helps to get the graffiti in the background. So basically just highlight it, isolated it, and including the reflection as well. If I included the bridge, that would just, yeah, not help the composition. It's a very moody take. Still bearing in mind compositional importance, as it were. Example here, you've got an array of vertical lines in the street lights, lamppost, the chimney in the background, you've got the bridge as well. So I'm bearing that in mind, and I'm trying to position the gaps of the verticals in an equal balance, as it were. Similar, not exact, but similar distances between the gaps. And I've opted to include the boat, which I've just shot, just to add that bit of balance and character. Again, I've tried two exposures, exposed for the sky and also just exposed for the bridge, which gives you that balance, as I said before. Spend hours on that, can't you? The broken glass, the moss, the deprivation. Some lovely angles. I find it difficult to get the angles. So I'm just experimenting, really. Frame one up, I think that this works. You've got basically 4 window panes. You've got a broken glass, second to bottom. So framed up as best as I can, a portrait horizontal, but stuff like this is excellent subjects when it comes to black and white photography. So you've got that. Don't know that. It's all about aged, used. I mean, you think about black and white photography. However, black and white photography will never die. So I'm heading back now towards Salts Mill. I may even pack in and say to myself, oh, I've got enough. I've had enough. I've taken some images, pretty pleased about. So yeah, there you go. Again, that's my choice. Don't get confused with continuing with your errors, because, you know, we're all learning, aren't we? Don't come out with excuses. Well, that's my style, where it can be improved. One of which is keep an eye on the front element. It's raining and I've forgotten to wipe it up to see if it's impacted some of the results or not. So there you go. See, that's all. It's always been that chimney. Now to get a foreground and the chimney as well. Full of character, history, obviously, in this place. So that's why I keep returning. But definitely black and white is the choice here. Lovely stuff. Okay, so the message here is shoot your own style, be your own person. You've got the power to create your own style. You're at liberty. It's photography. It's here to enjoy it. I've enjoyed this little session, this dark, moody, windswept and rainy day in Saltaire, creating moody black and white photography. Exactly what I want to do. Here's the final gallery of the day. Bye bye for now. Happy shooting.